If you're loving this podcast, be sure to check out the full lineup. From news and local politics to sports and true crime. Find your next great listen right now at duluthnewstribune.com/podcasts. That's duluthnewstribune.com/podcasts.
Hello, Northlanders. It's Friday, September 15th. I'm Dan Williamson with your Duluth News Tribune Minutes, presented by Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union.
The average MPECU member saves over $785 a year in better rates and lower fees. And with MPECU, every ATM is your ATM. With their free checking program, you get ATM fee reimbursements at any ATM anywhere in the U.S. Check out Minnesota Power Employees Credit Union's services online at mpecu.com or visit their offices in downtown Duluth, Arrowhead Road, or Miller Trunk Highway.
Hey, it's Friday, and if you're looking for ideas for some fun things to do this weekend, Duluth News Tribune arts and entertainment reporter Jay Gabler has some options in this week's Best Bets.
It's still just September, and those hot dog days of Labor Day weekend are still fresh in our memories, but much of the Northland has now seen its first frost, and October is looming. In the world of arts and entertainment, that's a good thing, because October is a very fun season here in Duluth, the Twin Ports, and the Northland generally. A few things coming up this weekend here in Duluth are sort of previews of that spooky season, which also happens to be the season of the fall harvest. And when the fall harvest comes, we celebrate. Yes, that means Oktober Festival. The Duluth Oktober Festival is happening this weekend in Bayfront Festival Park. Yes, there will be a Dachshund Derby. There will be oompa music, and there will be beer, along with other beverage options if that's not your style. Also happening this weekend in Duluth, Young Frankenstein, Mel Brooks. Young Frankenstein is the Duluth Playhouse production of the 2007 musical based on Mel Brooks' classic 1974 movie comedy about a descendant of the eponymous protagonist of Mary Shelley's 1818 novel. That's a lot of years to remember. You don't need to. All you need to remember is it is a hilarious movie inspired by the Frankenstein story that is on stage at the North Shore Theater right now. And up at Miller Hill Mall in the parking lot, you might have noticed the big tent has gone back up. It is another Cirque entertainment happening under a tent up there in the mall parking lot. This one is Paranormal Cirque. A news release for the event confronts potential attendees directly, saying, quote, "Are you ready, Duluth? Do you love thrilling, wicked, sexy, or even dangerous things? That is the kind of circus this is. This is entertainment including theater, circus, cabaret, with what organizers describe as a European-style flair. And this is an entertainment primarily for adults. Teens need to be accompanied by an adult, and kids under age 13 aren't even allowed in. So if you're ready to learn more about Paranormal Cirque and other entertainment activities happening this weekend in the Northland, check out duluthnewstribune.com for more on these and other best bets. I'm Jay Gabler.
Now here's a look at today's headlines. A 39-year-old Mountain Iron man who rode his ATV to Duluth to visit a friend in the hospital August 20th is still missing, with no apparent clues to his whereabouts. Jeremy James Lawrence was reported missing August 21st after not returning home from Duluth, according to his mother, Debbie Lawrence of Mountain Iron. Jeremy called his mother to say he was leaving the hospital on that Sunday evening and that he was heading home for Mountain Iron. He has not been heard from since. Debbie said a Duluth Police Department investigator told her that a passerby reported seeing Jeremy riding his yellow Can-Am four-wheeler north on Rice Lake Road in Duluth on the evening of August 20th. He was also captured on video cameras at the Quick Trip on Martin Road and again near Island Lake later that evening, apparently heading north. Debbie said Duluth police told her that they picked up one ping from Jeremy's cell phone north of Island Lake, but found nothing in that area. A Duluth police spokesperson told the News Tribune the case remains an active investigation and that Jeremy remains a missing person. The department has not released any information and has not issued any notice to the public that Jeremy is missing. Debbie said some local ATV club members have been out looking for her son. It's only about 60 miles from Island Lake to Mountain Iron, but it's a fairly remote area, including the Cloquet Valley State Forest, with few homes and deep woods. Still, the area is crisscrossed with many forest logging roads and ATV trails, making it difficult to track exactly where Lawrence may have gone. The St. Louis County Rescue Squad has reported on social media that crews have conducted several efforts to search for Lawrence, apparently with nothing found. Debbie said her son rode his ATV to Duluth because his car wasn't working. She is asking anyone with information about her son's whereabouts to call Duluth Police at area code 218-730-5020. Glenn Stevenson, age 63, of Willow Valley Township, also remains missing in northwestern St. Louis County. Stevenson was last seen walking on the Willow River Road about 1/4 of a mile south of Gein on September 2nd at approximately 9:52 a.m. The St. Louis County Rescue Squad has also been conducting searches for Stevenson, but has not found any clues of his whereabouts. The commander of the rescue squad said crews will be back out looking for Stevenson over the weekend. Stevenson, who has Parkinson's disease and apparently experiences delusional episodes, is about 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighs approximately 130 pounds. He was last seen wearing a t-shirt under a green and blue flannel shirt and blue jeans. The sheriff's office is asking anyone who may have information related to Stevenson's whereabouts to call 911 and reference case number 231-29421. Elise Askren's home has changed since she and her family moved in. 6 years ago, the large window in the stairwell was rotted and massively leaking water inside their home at 201 Ridgewood Road. There were cracks in the stucco, the interior plaster walls and the leaded glass window panes, and the front facade was waterlogged, among other issues. Askren and her husband Joel have repaired the stucco wall, rebuilt the large stairwell window, and repainted the exterior to match its Spanish colonial revival style. Built in 1927 by Francis Fitzgerald, the Congdon neighborhood home is one of 6 featured in the Duluth Preservation Alliance's annual Historic Properties Tour. First Presbyterian Church, another tour stop, is among the city's top 10 endangered buildings, according to the Duluth Preservation Alliance. Built in 1891 by architects Oliver Traphagen and Francis Fitzpatrick, it features Edwardian pendant lights, 7 Tiffany stained glass windows, a hidden playroom, and rock fountains. The Historic Properties event is largely a fundraiser for the Duluth Preservation Alliance, a private nonprofit composed of community members aimed at protecting, preserving, and enhancing the city's architectural heritage by way of educational presentations and tours. Now here's a look at your forecast, brought to you by the Superior Telegrams podcast, Archive Dive.
Weather for the Duluth area today, looking at chances of showers in the morning, followed by mostly sunny skies in the afternoon. High temperatures in the low to mid 70s, mostly clear tonight in the low 50s, and then for Saturday, a chance of a sprinkle or two is possible, otherwise cooler with highs in the mid 60s and more sunshine in the afternoon. I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist Robert Pointer.
Thank you to Archive Dive for their support. The monthly history podcast, hosted by Superior Telegram reporter Maria Lockwood, dips into the archives of historic events, people, and places around Superior and Douglas County. It's available at superiortelegram.com or wherever you also get this podcast. A new episode is now available, featuring part 2 of a 2-part series looking back at the life of the legendary Bud Grant. Reporting for today's episode was done by John Myers, Melinda Levine, and Jay Gabler. Thank you for listening to the Duluth News Tribune Minutes. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here on Monday.